With TikTok on the precipice of getting banned in the United States, I thought it was time to talk to my audience specifically about what you can do to bring your content strategy and your audience elsewhere. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to bring all of them elsewhere, but there are going to be a lot of people that were in your core audience on TikTok that are going to be looking to follow you elsewhere if they haven't already. So, as of filming this on January 14th, I just want to chit chat with you about the steps that you can take, the steps that I would take if I were in your shoes losing my main platform. Now, I will tell you and be fully transparent with you. I, right alongside you, have not lost a main platform in my business because this is the first time this has truly happened in the United States to this extent. Yes, we have lost Vine. Yes, we have lost other platforms because they shut down, but not to this extent. So what do we do from here? Now, I personally have experienced great setbacks in my business, losing half my client roster in 1 week and then pretty well getting stranded financially for months to come and having to rebuild my entire business. That was in 2019. That was pre-pandemic. I have also been through other setbacks from 2022 to 2023 where I lost a lot of revenue in my business and had to pretty much rebuild a second time. So I know what it's like to lay in bed at night wondering how you're going to feed your family. This is not coming from a creator or a business owner who has multiple 7 figures in the bank, who has rental properties spread across the United States, who has a household name podcast or anything like that. I am not in that boat. I, like you, if I were to lose my main marketing platform, would be up shit creek without a paddle. Because my income provides for my household. My husband is not employed. He's in the Air Force Reserves and he goes to college full time. So my family would have a direct impact if YouTube were to go down, if I were to lose my blog, if I were to lose my email list. If all of those things were to go down, I would lose all of the revenue in my business and that would suck real bad. So being self-employed, it is hard. It is so hard. It is so hard when you quit your corporate job because you built a platform on something like TikTok and now you have brand deals and now you have income coming in. But what do you do when that platform gets banned? By people in Congress who don't know that TikTok isn't Wi-Fi, by the way. That's just a whole nother story, whole nother conversation to be had. But I just want to come to you person to person, letting you know I am not trying to patronize you. I am not trying to tell you to do something that you probably haven't already thought of. But if you're in my audience, I do hope that this is sincere and that you maybe get some ideas from this list of things I'm going to give you. This is what I would do, almost to a T, okay? Slightly different because obviously I'm coming from a long form video platform and you're coming from a short form video platform. Number 1, I would download every single video from my TikTok account with a tool like Repurpose.io, and I would start that now. I would start that today. You can do an automation inside of Repurpose.io where you can just have it go through all of your videos one by one, and it will take the watermark off and it'll place it in a Google Drive for you or a Dropbox situation, and then you can just have your videos there. Now this is obviously for existing content. Where do we go after that? That's another story. Number 2, I would start my own website with the name of my TikTok handle immediately. You need your own domain anyways. You should have had your own domain when you started your business. It is just not something we can get away from in 2025. I know you've been successful to this point without a domain. Going forward, we're gonna have our own domain. Even if you only have a landing page on it that says, here's all my TikTok videos. Here's where to find me. Here's my contact email, like a link tree. Even if that's all it is, at least people will be able to find you using your TikTok handle. So go to Namecheap, buy your domain name with your TikTok handle so people, when they're searching for you, they find that web page and they can find you. Number 3, you're going to create a YouTube channel if you haven't already, and you are going to start uploading your TikTok videos to YouTube. This video platform is a beast. Are you going to get the same views that you got on TikTok on all the other platforms that I'm going to talk about today? Probably not. But TikTok was the wild, wild west, okay? That being said, you're going to start that YouTube channel and you're going to start scheduling those videos right inside of your Creator Studio. I tell you this Not because I don't want you to use a third-party platform to schedule your TikToks to YouTube Shorts, but because I've done it in the past, and I'm telling you, I got better reach on YouTube by using the Creator Studio native uploading system. This is my wheelhouse, and step number 4 is really, you probably already have an Instagram account that mirrors and matches your TikTok account. You're gonna go to Pinterest. You're gonna create a Pinterest account with the same TikTok handle. You are going to go to Instagram, and you're gonna log in on Chrome. And then you're gonna log in your Pinterest account on Chrome, and then you're gonna go into your Pinterest settings, and you're gonna claim your Instagram account inside of Pinterest. Once those two things are tied together, then you're gonna start uploading your TikTok videos, if you haven't already, to Instagram, and you're gonna let them auto-publish to Pinterest. At least part of the process with cross-platform sharing is taken care of for you, because Instagram and Pinterest natively talk to each other, and your content will be moved over to Pinterest without you having to do any extra work. Next up, you are gonna take that Google Drive full of videos, and you are going to choose more platforms to start sharing on. You're gonna create a Threads account, a Blue Sky account. God forbid you're gonna create an X account. I wouldn't, but that's just me. You're gonna create other social media accounts where you can start publishing your content to. LinkedIn is even an option for you depending on what your niche is. If you're in a niche like me where you're in business and you're looking to attract more business owners as clients, LinkedIn could be a really solid option for you. Now, I have done it. I don't know what kind of results I get over there. I wouldn't even know how to tell you, but you can definitely use platform tools like Buffer to publish to Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Facebook Reels, Threads, etc. if you do want to use a tool to do that part for you. The next thing that I'm going to suggest that you do is to start a newsletter. Now, there is one newsletter platform that has like a built-in creator and community space. It's called Substack. I'm sure you've heard of it. Yes, they have their issues. Yes, there are problems with Substack, but look, we're looking for places to go at this point in time, so we just need to get established somewhere, then we can decide if that's where we want to stay. Substack is a platform that if it were to shut down, you would lose your community again, you would lose your newsletter contact list. So there are definitely pros and cons to a platform like Substack, but here's what I'm doing. I use Kit, formerly known as ConvertKit, and I built my newsletter on there. Kit allows me to own a newsletter list, so I can export that list and move anywhere I want. Now, with Substack, you don't get that option. However, you do get the option to have like a newsletter, blog, and a social media network kind of all in one, because their platform has a wide user base and they serve content for you. So it is definitely a way to get started quickly. Is it a place you want to stay long term? That's up to you. Now, side note, you can post your TikTok videos to Substack. Substack does have a video component to it. I watch quite a lot of video on Substack actually from a lot of my favorite creators. They post Q&As, they host videos over there, they post short form videos and long form videos, they post tall videos and square videos, you name it. Substack does have a video capability, so if that is the route you want to go, I definitely think it is a viable option. Another thing is Substack actually has a mobile app, and that's how I use it, is on my phone. I don't ever actually open up my email inbox to get my newsletters. I actually just log into Substack once a day and read my favorite newsletters right inside of their app. So that's definitely a bonus for me, because at least as a consumer, because then my inbox isn't cluttered with all the notifications of newsletters. Okay, the next thing I want you to do, and you need to probably do this before the app is really truly deprecated, which it will be available to us for a while, I would say, even though it's gonna be banned or whatever. I foresee the website and the app still being available to those who have it already on their devices. So get your data from the platform, get your historical data from the platform, take screenshots of your followers and all of that stuff. This is just to amp you up to other companies and brands and creators, so they know what you are capable of doing. So once you have your data, let's store that in a situation like a media kit or a Notion space or something like that for later. The next thing you're going to do is reach out to any of your brand contacts and your creator contacts and start building relationships. You really need to be in the business of building relationships and nurturing relationships in order to continue to grow your business. This isn't something that everyone is going to be comfortable with doing, especially if you're just a casual creator and you're not in it for the money. However, if you are in this for business, if you are making your full income on TikTok, then you really got to get with it. Let's start building and nurturing those relationships. Reach out to those brand contacts you've worked with in the past to see if they're looking for work for other platforms. See if they're actually looking for work for someone to create content for their brand, but it not to go on social media. I've done this for other businesses in the past where I've actually created content for them. They've paid me to do that, but it's not something that's going on my social media channels, it's going on theirs. So this could be a really good way for you to make content, get paid, and not actually have to worry about having your own audience on other platforms. Because remember, if you had a big audience on TikTok, you probably did not have the same size audience on Instagram or even YouTube. Platforms are different. They serve different audiences, they serve different purposes. So that could be a viable option for you to make some money in the short term, which brings me to, you need to whip out your resume. It's been so long. You need to clean it up probably, and you need to get ready to do some freelance work. If you are solely reliant on TikTok for your income, you are going to need to fill those gaps. You don't want to be laying in bed at night panicking and wondering where the money's going to come from. I do not want that for you. I do not wish that on anyone. So you're probably going to want to start looking for freelance gigs. What skills have you amassed in your business so far? If you are a really great short form video creator, then maybe you can offer those services to other creators or brands, like I previously mentioned, for working for brands, not needing your own audience. This is something that you can possibly spin into a freelance gig for yourself. Get yourself on platforms like Upwork or FreeUp is actually who I hired my video editor through, and she's been editing my videos for almost 5 years. Hi, Sonia. And I adore her. Found her on FreeUp. Get yourself on freelance marketplaces where people can actually find and hire you. You may even look into some situations like Sarah Wiles' VA course, where you can learn the skills of creating your own VA business and spin yourself and your skills into offering VA services for other people. So now is the time to really take advantage of any freelance services that you could offer to others. Start with your circle of friends first, then move out to the next circle of people. That's your local community. Probably after that would be Facebook groups and beyond, and then on the internet. And obviously you always have the option of cold pitching and things like that. I would start in the circle immediately surrounding you, then we're going to work out. After that, it's really a matter of figuring out where we go in the long term. So this really starts with diversifying your audience, diversifying your revenue, and diversifying your business now, today, not yesterday. Going forward, we're going to have our own websites, we're going to have our own newsletters, and we're going to have at least one social media platform. Yes, I know TikTok was our social media platform. However, if that's gone now, we have to go somewhere else. So choose another one. I definitely would diversify as much as humanly possible. Tools like Repurpose.io, tools like Buffer, Tailwind, Metricool, they can all help you with the automation of getting your content to all these other platforms without having to do it manually. So look into some of that, see how you can start distributing your content, see how you can start rebuilding your audience. You are going to lose some of your audience forever. And you know what? That's just, I'm sorry. It is just what it is. You know, it is what it is. Where do we go from here? Well, we figure out, number one, what platforms we're going to use going forward. Number two, what kind of income we can make right now to keep the lights on in our households. And number three, how are we going to pivot and make the best of this going into the future? Because we can kick and whine and cry and complain about it now, but at the end of the day, that doesn't get us any closer to our end goal of being financially independent, badass women or men or non-binary folk, okay? We gotta pick ourselves up because no one is here to save us, okay? No one's here. It's just us. You and me. We're in this together. If you have any questions, if you want to add to the conversation, if you want to share your own plans, please do so in the comments. This is a pitch-free video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've gained a little bit of insight, maybe gotten some ideas of things you can do going forward. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.